It's a whole new world we live in. Pokemon Johto.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the extra part for Pokemon Generation 2. Now, we finished the massive Let's Play, we did all the battles, and today I'm just going to be showing off a couple of the extra assets in the game that I've yet to address. Firstly, what happened with our rival Silver? Last we saw him, he was back in Johto, and we defeated him yet again, but actually you can find him in Kanto. He's here in Mount Moon, once again right of Pewter City, and we actually can battle him here. Since I lost to you, I thought about what I was lacking with my Pokemon, and we came up with an answer. Jockey, now we'll beat you. So yeah, you fight Silver once again, and I think you're intended to do this before Red. Well, okay, I know this because he was really underleveled compared to us. One neat thing to note is that his Alakazam, or his Kadabra and his Haunter are now Gengar and Alakazam respectively, so he somehow got the trait evolutions? I don't really know. It still wasn't enough. You won fair and square, I admit it, but this isn't the end. I'm going to be the greatest Pokemon trainer ever, because these guys are behind me. One of these days, I'm going to prove how good I am by beating you, and off he goes. Anyway, there is one other point when you can fight Silver as you're heading into the Pokemon League. I couldn't get it to appear. I think it's because you have to do it on a separate day, and I don't have the time to record that right now. So just know that there is another Silver battle later. Also, he will have his Golbat finally evolve into a Crobat, meaning he actually showed some affection to his Pokemon, if you know how that evolution works. Anyway, let's talk legendaries. First legendary we're going to be getting is Lugia. Now we have this Silver Wing, which I picked up during the Let's Play, and you most likely have on your hands if you've beaten the game already. You get it for rescuing the radio guy in the radio tower in Goldenrod City. Once we have it, we're going to take it to Cyanwood City, because we're going to be heading to the Whirl Islands just off the coast. And of course that means we need a Whirlpool, which meant I had to replace Hydro Pump with Elliott. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Now we're through here. I'm not going to be using the safe off or anything else anyway, so just loading us up with HMs isn't that big a deal. Then we need to flash, because it is dark in here, and this cave is a bit complicated. You gotta go in and out multiple different parts of the island. But anyway, once you go down this waterfall here, we need to head in here, and this is where the Pokemon resides. You're only able to fight them if you have the Silver Wing, which you get for rescuing the guy in the radio tower. Anyway, this is Lugia. Lugia here, I think it's Psychic Flying, but I could be wrong about that. And it's level 40, which is not great for us. We're gonna one-shot it with Blizzard, no problem. Actually, we could have caught this Lugia and even just battled it a long time back, as soon as we got the Silver Wing, because it is here in Johto, and we got that in Johto. We could have done this before Kanto, even. Anyway, the next legendary is kind of the opposite. You notice how Lugia was on the cover of this Silver version? Well, the next Pokemon is on the color of the Gold version. We meet this old man here in Pewter City, and he talks about how he was once a man in Johto, and he was a trainer, and he gives us this item here, the Rainbow Wing. I don't know why it's not called the Gold Ring, or Gold Wing, my bad. Because yeah, it's Rainbow and Silver? Come on, it's Gold and Silver of the games. Anyway, the Rainbow Wing is the item we need to summon the other bird Pokemon, and because you don't get the Rainbow Wing until you talk to this guy in Kanto, they expect you to be much more higher level for this, as you will see. And actually, something I should note, the version differences. If you're playing Gold, everything that you're seeing here is the reverse. You get the Silver Wing from the guy in Pewter City, and you get the Rainbow Wing from the guy in the radio. And the levels are reversed. So Ho-Oh here would be level 40 for you, and Lugia would be level 70. And you might find it kind of weird, why would the character on the title screen of that version be the weaker one? I guess it's because they expect you to use it along your journey, right? Anyway, this tower here is a neat little puzzle with ledges. And here's the legendary themselves. And I should note, with that tower, you are able to go there beforehand, which is why the encounters in it are very weak. Oh, here's a pretty neat Pokemon. It's got Sunny Day and Fire Blast, which is a pretty deadly combo. Judy did not last long against this thing, as you'll see here. Yeah, they definitely outsped us. Sorry about that, Judy. In the meantime, personally, I prefer Ho-Oh over Lugia, but that's just me. You can have your own preference. And you know, these aren't the only legendaries left in Generation 2. We're going to be getting, well, we're going to be discussing some more. but this is the last one I'm actually going to be battling in person, sorry to say. I'm actually having to make a cut here, even though this is post-commentary. I didn't realize how much footage I left over of just me throwing rocks at Ho-Oh, but here you go, it's Jimmy B throwing rocks at Ho-Oh. Fans of the anime will be familiar with this Pokemon, as it appeared in the very first episode. Way back after Ash had fought the Spearow with Pikachu, it was like flying by, and it was like, oh, where's that gonna go? Oh, if only there were plot threads in the Pokemon anime that went places. Remember the GS ball? Anyway. The next legendaries we're gonna be going after... Well, first of all, we need Rock Smash to actually get to them. They're in Ecruteak City, just like the last tower was, except they're in the Burn Tower. Now, to get Rock Smash, we need to head back to... Is it Route 38, I want to say? It's some route. The route numbers in Johto confuse me all the time. I don't remember them all that well. But we need to head back to Route 38, where we initially used the Squirt Bottle for beating Whitney on the Pseudo-Wudo. In order to, like, battle it and get it out of the way and everything. And once you do that, there's a trainer just to the right of this area, as you can see, and he will give us the TM for Rock Smash. Now, Rock Smash acts outside of battle, just like Headbutt does for trees, although it is a TM, meaning you can only teach it once and then it goes away. Luckily, after you get it from this guy, you're able to buy more at the Goldenrod department store, and wow, I forgot it went straight tonight just in the middle of me talking to this guy. How about that? But yeah, Rock Smash, I believe I teach it to Little Richard here. I place Takedown just because that's not a super important move. And Rock Smash is able to destroy some debris in the way as we head towards these next legendaries in the Burn Tower. It looks like Jimmy B also was able to learn them, but Jimmy B's already got Strength and Cut. Jimmy B's, he's got enough. We don't really need Takedown anyway. We don't really need any of these moves, frankly. We're done with the Let's Play at this point. But in the Burn Tower, we need to break this rock here with Rock Smash. Very nice. And then past here we have a Fire Breather. They expect you to come to this battle much sooner because it was a level 17 Charmeleon. Judy had her way with him. I don't know why that guy suddenly becomes like ashy as you beat him. I think he said something about like burning up. It's weird. Anyway, down this hole here, this is where the 3 legendary beasts lie. As soon as we take our first step here, they all reawaken, activate, and run away for their lives. And I would show me, you know, battling them individually like I did the other legendaries, and like I have all legendaries up to this point. But that's not gonna happen. Those guys are roaming all around Johto, and possibly Kanto, I'm not sure, in all sorts of different routes. It's hard to keep track of them. Even if you find them, it's hard to catch them because they'll just run away. It is incredibly hard to catch those roaming legendary guys. I couldn't even encounter them in all my attempts. So sorry. There's probably other methods, but instead let's show off the one remaining legendary in Johto. Here in the Elex Forest in Johto. Elex Forest Shrine. It is in honor of the Forest Protector. You may ask, well, who is that Forest Protector anyway? That's referring to Celebi, a legendary Psychic-type Pokemon very similar to Mew in the last game, playing a similar role. And just like Mew in the last game, we have no legitimate way of getting it. It was only released in an event in Japan. Which is unfortunate for us. There is a glitch to getting it, like Mew in the last game. And I might link to some video that shows it off in the description, but it requires very intense inventory management and resetting the game and all sorts of stuff that I didn't have the time to get into. But do check it out. Celebi's kind of a neat Pokemon, I will say. But, like I did for the last generation, I want to show off the one other region. Or not region, the one other version of the game. So, I just love this splash art for Game Freak. I wish they used it more. This is Pokemon Crystal version, released in 2001. Yep, we're still playing an 8-bit game in 2001, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that, they ask you if you're a boy or a girl. They finally did in the Pokemon series. So yeah, there's a female protagonist in this game. Their canon trainer name is Chris here. Which is neat that that's a choice you can make now. Very inclusive, very nice. Which Crystal version itself, there's not a lot different about aside from that. I think some dialogue is different here and there. There's probably some different items about. But it's not as vastly different as Yellow in terms of storytelling and Pokemon and everything. Still the same 3 starters. I went in and picked Chikorita just because they didn't really get much of a chance to show themselves off during the Let's Play. So might as well, you know, pick them here. The one important difference I should note in Crystal is that Suicune, one of those 3 legendary beasts, actually isn't roaming. You can find them in a specific location, so if you want to get Suicune in a much easier way, this is the way to go. Plus, I mean, Crystal's generally just the best version. Although I don't feel like doing a full Let's Play for it because it's very much the same game. I probably will do like a live stream or a full video on Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the Generation 2 remakes, but that's very, that's out there. We still have Generation 3 before then, and I still have plenty of other things to do before we get to that point. In the meantime, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is when I'm going to be taking my December break. The Monday of next week is when I'm going to upload my best of video, which I've planned out. I'm glad I'm getting back into that. And then, as I come back next year, I'm probably going to do Donkey Kong Country 2, Mega Man 6, the next Phantasy Star game, and maybe Castlevania 4. I'll start that at some point as well, but that's a lot on my plate. I can't wait to get to next year. I hope you guys are excited as well. But in the meantime, have yourself a very good rest of your year. Happy holidays, all that jazz. I'll see you around.